very good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with another important topic of chapter biotechnology and its application. In this chapter, we are going to discuss about the GM plants. What are the beneficial role of GM plants? Because from the green evolution, the green evolution more emphasize on the use of agrochemical that chemical induce the production. Also they also increase the yield of crops or by the through the green revolution main emphasize the use of chemicals or like pesticides, insecticides, biofertilizers, not biofertilizers, chemical fertilizers like urea, dye, such like chemical use in the field of crop. So but it is not beneficial for us, as we know, by the use of insecticides or pesticide. The use of pesticide increase the chances of eradication of other living organism. For example, if we use DDT powder in the field of wheat crop, so DDT powder not actually cause the harm for insect that actually harms our crop. Also they cause or eradicate all the living organisms those are present or those are beneficial or those play a key role in ecosystem or important in ecosystem, also eradicated by the use of DDT or other insecticides or pesticides. So that's why nowadays we understood that the use of chemicals are not beneficial for us if we want to eradicate particular species only that harms our crop. So we only use a chemical that eradicate a particular species, but it is not possible through a chemical. So we actually form a genetic modified organism through which we yield our crop. One is that to make a plant more resistant for the particular disease, for a particular insect or pest, and also we induce the more number of fruit formation or more flowering, so that we enhance the reproductive property or fertility of the plants, or also induce the fertility of the soil. That's why we make the genetically modified organism. One of the plant or organism, one of the example of plant is BT cotton. Now student, let us discuss with the BT cotton how it is useful for us. BT cotton. BT cotton. You actually know about the Bacillus thuringiensis. When we are using biocontrolling agent or biocontrolling agent or microbes that eradicate a single species from our crop field, not whole the organism or not whole the other species which do the pollination like honeybees and other useful insects that are beneficial for us. In the microbes in human welfare chapter, we have discussed about the Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria. Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria, it is a bacteria that forms spores or that forms protoxin, Actually, these tops that forms protoxin. Actually, these toxin, when transferred into the gut of larvae or introduced into the gut of larvae, they form, they converted into the active toxin through which the perforation caused in the gut wall of caterpillar larva or all the fluid extruded out from the gut of the caterpillar larva, or thus the insect die after the introduction of these spores. So what actually we do in the as a biocontrol agent of Bacillus thuringiensis, actually already these are available in the market in the form of small sachets. All the spores of these bacteria available in the market, on the shop, that actually promotes the organic farming on those shops, which is already available in the small packet or sachets. We use the spores of these bacteria and dissolve in water and then spray as a like insecticide or pesticide. When we spray these bacteria, actually spores of these bacteria that cause no harm to any other species, those are unrelated with the crop. That means those only feed those insect or larvae only died by the spores, those only feed on the crop, which only feed on the leaf of the crop. If they feed on the leaf of crop, because we have already sprayed the bacteria, spores of bacteria on the field, so these spores transfer into the gut of the larvae, and that creates protoxin or active toxin, converted into active toxin and cause perforation, or that lead into the death of the insect. So what is actually Bacillus? What are the genes which are present on the Bacillus thuringiensis? So Bacillus thuringiensis is a bacteria which has bacteria which has genes. That genes are known as cry genes and group of cry genes for the inhibiting the growth of other organism and prevent the growth of other organism, insects like bollworm, corn borers. So these are cry first A, B, cry second AC G, and also there is again cry first AC, also genes are present that control the prevent the growth of bollworm or corn borers or lepidopterans. And these bacteria inhibit inhibit or cause the death of target only lepidopterans that are bollworms, corn borers, bollworm or corn borers. What actually they do, we will discuss in the whole mechanism of the function of these bacteria onto the larvae of these corn borers and bollworm. Actually butterfly larva feed on the leaf of the crop, or that's why they also actually in the BT cotton, most of the actually flower bird destroyed by the larvae of these lepidopterans or these larvae of these lepidopterans target only the bud, or they form the pore in the bud so that all the cotton may destroy, because they feed on the seeds of these or ovules of the flower bud, or that's why the overall they reduce the yield of cotton. That's why it is important. Nowadays we are actually forming bt soya bean, but bt brinjal is also some before approximately 10 years before form, uh, 10 or 15 years before form, bt brinjal actually formed, but that are not beneficial for humans. So that's why the production of bt brinjal banned now, or actually, but bt cotton, bt soybean, all these soybean, but bt brinjal is also some before approximately 10 years before form, uh, 10 or 15 years before form, bt brinjal actually formed, but that are not beneficial for humans. So that's why the production of bt brinjal banned now, or actually, but bt cotton, bt soybean, all these working. So still these are formed through the biotechnology. Now student, let us discuss about the function of these genes. The bacteria Bacillus thuringiensis have plasmid, or the genes, cry genes are present on the plasmid. Plasmid or chromosome 2. What actually they synthesize? They synthesize protoxin. Protoxin is an enzyme, but when in the form of protoxin, it actually do not harm any species. Do not makes harm any species. Any species. Any species, but what when any leaf of caterpillar larva, when any caterpillar larva engulf, or that spores introduced into the caterpillar larva, when this protoxin transfer into the caterpillar larva or larvae singular, so that converted, the protoxin converted into active toxin. Protoxin converted into active. Protoxin is converted into active toxin in the presence of alkaline pH of the gut. Alkaline pH of the gut, or that cause perforation of gut, cause perforation of gut wall of the larvae. Gut wall of the larvae. Now through the biotechnology, what is difference in between normal cotton and bt cotton? So bt cotton form through the biotechnology. We know in the biotechnology there is a gene manipulation done by the use of different enzyme or through the microorganism. There will be what actually do in the biotechnology, we cause the gene manipulation of the host plant, or the plant which we are going to make, which plant undergoes in the genetic modification. Now, first we isolate the genetic material of bacteria, Bacillus thuringiensis. Here is, or these are the genes which are cry genes. So first we, by the use of endonuclease restriction enzyme, endonuclease, and so many features as we know, so many processes or procedure we know. By the use of endonuclease enzyme, we cut the cry gene. Now we have the desired gene, cry gene. So this is the cry gene. Now we also isolate the plant genome. Here is plant genome. Plant genome. We introduce the plant genome this gene into the cloning vector. So this is cloning vector which has origin of replication. I want to make this large so that it is more clear to understand. Now, this is cloning vector. This is cloning vector which has origin of replication, which is ORI. Now ampicillin resistant gene or selectable marker should be present on this, and tetracycline resistant gene should be present, and other the rogue genes are also present at that reason. We actually, what we do, we cut this plasmid also, the ampicillin resistant or restriction enzyme, or isolate introduce the cry gene. Here is again cry gene introduced. Now this DNA is the recombinant DNA. Now what actually we do, we form the recombinant DNA. Here is recombinant DNA. Or we form the cloning vector also. Now another important thing is that if this is a TI plasmid of Agrobacterium tumefaciens, so we introduce the gene of Agrobacterium tumefaciens. We also use the cloning vector of the other organism of the other bacteria also, but and the last function is we introduce this recombinant DNA into the host gene. Whether the host gene is E. coli, so we form the product directly from the E. coli, but there is no use of E. coli. We are forming a transgenic plant, BT cotton. So we introduce the host, this recombinant DNA into the host directly, that is into the plant or cotton plant. Cotton plant. So through which now into the cotton plant. Now if the plant is now able to synthesize the toxin, protoxin, which is synthesized by the bacteria. So it is important to note, when we transfer the gene from the BT Bacillus thuringiensis into the cotton plants, now the plant are able to, for earlier the plant is not resistant for the caterpillar larva, Because of the introduction of Bacillus thuringiensis genes, now plants are able to synthesize that type of toxin which is produced by synthesized by bacteria. So it is important to know that how we cause gene manipulation in the host plant or Bt cotton. When we introduce the genes or cryogenes into the plant, now plants become resistant. For the disease caused by insect. For the disease caused by insects. So it is very important to note that how they help in the gene manipulation, or how they help in protection against the different insects or pests in different insects that cause harm to the plant. Now plant is known as Bt cotton because they have the genes for Bacillus thuringiensis, or the plant is protect themselves from the bacteria, from the other microorganism, from the other from the other insect like bollworm or corn borer or larvae of insect. So that's why in the field or through the biotechnology, the overall yield of the crop increase or enhance. Now in itself, the plant do not make harm to any other species that is not related with the how they help in the gene manipulation, or how they help in protection against the different insects or pests in different insects that cause harm to the plant. Now plant is known as Bt cotton because they have the genes for Bacillus thuringiensis, or the plant is protect themselves from the bacteria, from the other microorganism, from the other from the other insect like bollworm or corn borer or larvae of insect. So that's why in the field or through the biotechnology, the overall yield of the crop increase or enhance. Now in itself, the plant do not make harm to any other species that is not related with the cotton plant. When the leaf of cotton plant digested by caterpillar larva, here is the leaf of cotton plant, that is, if the digestion is digested by caterpillar larva, the protoxin converted into the active toxin, or that cause perforation, or through which all the fluid extudate from the gut wall of the larvae, or that cause the death of the larvae. So student, here is overall about the Bacillus thuringiensis. Now let's revise what we have discussed in today's class. We have discussed about the use of Bt cotton, how the Bt cotton form, how they become resistant for the lepidopterans, or prevent themselves from the caterpillar larva. So without the use of, they also reduce the use of insecticides and pesticides in the field, or also through the biotechnology. We also do not make harm any other species because if we use insecticide or pesticide in a field of crop, so they eradicate, the species become completely. We also do not make harm any other species because if we use insecticide or pesticide in a field of crop, so they eradicate, the species become completely eradicated. Or if we continuous use insecticides or pesticides So student, thank you for here is overall about the here is overall about the BT cotton. I hope you like this video student, and thank you for listening and watching me.